Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. This is the RIP 28 podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I'm your humble host, Slider Sports Cat, joined by my real good friends. Shout out to the president. What's going on, C-Nez?
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
On the other side, on the bottom down there, is Beezy the Great. Beezy the Great, what's going on, Beezy?
Beezy in the building, man. Let's get it started.
Hey, man, that's how we do, man. We start this thing off, man. What you sipping on, man? What y'all out there sipping on? I'm being a little sophisticated. I got my sophisticated drinking glass right here, man. I'm drinking this Jim Beam apple straight with a water back.
No ice?
No ice. Straight.
Neat. That's what they call it. Neat, right?
Neat.
Yeah,
neat. With a water back.
We're going to have a couple hairs pop on that chest today.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
What you man style.
I got a little Maker's Mark, little Maker's Mark. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that bloody top.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Beezy?
Man, I got a little Ciroc apple, man. A little Ciroc apple with a little Sprizzite.
Okay, I hear you.
But I'm sipping out of the RIP 28 podcast merch. That's all.
For sure.
Man, I'll tell you, man, he's sipping out of that RIP 28 podcast mug. Man, get that merchandise, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got to get that merchandise. Get it out there. Support the podcast. Support the brothers, man. Support us, man. And while you out there supporting us, man, check us out. Where can you check us out, man? You can check us out everywhere, man. We're on, where we at? We on Twitter. We on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Google Podcasts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check us out, man. And I'm going to be honest, man. If you don't subscribe to this thing, you're probably raised wrong. That's the only reason I can figure out why somebody would subscribe to this. They were just raised wrong, man. They were raised wrong. Well, check this, man. We're going to jump into this thing. We're going to get it going quick, fast, and in a hurry. One of the things what are we talking about today, Chan? What's all on the agenda, man?
We got quite a few things today. We got a little discussion about a wife, with her side bank account. What else we got, Brian?
We got the Kardashians being privileged.
Yeah, Disney World, Disneyland, one of them things.
One of them theme parks.
And I think we're gonna talk about a little Samuel Jackson at the end.
Well, we got a little. We gonna talk about Sam L.
Oh yeah.
We got a letter too from one of our viewers wanting to know about checking out other women.
That is true, man. You know what you talking about that letter to the viewer, man. We might as well stop bullshit and go straight to that letter, man.
Straight into it, Brody.
Jump straight into it, man. Let me get my producer. I'm waiting on him to
load it up. Okay. Load it up, producer.
Here we go. What up, fellas? I have a question about my man. Me and my man have been together for almost 10 years now. We've been married for 2. That's a long engagement process right there. He put 8 years in before he got married.
Gotta be sure that you show.
And to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah, you gotta make sure. All right, we've been married for 2. Now, during all this time, he has been a great husband and a great boyfriend. I've never had any problems with him. He provides for me, he takes care of our kids, and he loves me the way I need to be loved. But I have one problem, one issue. What he does, whenever we're out and we see another woman walking by, he will go, damn, baby, look at her ass on her. I have a problem because I don't have the traditional black woman ass. I have not a big old ass. Now that must mean she got a long back. That's what she got one of them long
extended back.
She got a Becky booty.
Extended back. So my problem is when he talks about these other women. He says it isn't cheating. He says he isn't cheating. He's just looking. And he says, since he points them out to me, that means that I shouldn't care about it. But I do care about it. Am I overacting, or is he just being a guy? Can you please help me out? Can y'all help him out?
I think he's pretty bold. Just be like, hey baby, look at that ass over there. I don't see that as a positive part of your relationship. I mean, you know, everybody look at something, but you know, you just pointing it out and telling your girl to look at it too. I mean, that may be semi-disrespectful, I think.
You think it's semi-disrespectful if you telling this girl to look at it?
And she's saying, like, every time they go out, he like, ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. And then she ain't got one, so she might be a little insecure about it.
But the thing about it is, you can look at the menu as long as you don't order. But now, the thing I would say is, can you handle that in return? That's all I say. I mean, it's
she said she don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what if she was to say, hey, babe, look at LB, he's a stud. You know what I'm saying? That's easy to see. You know what I'm saying? So will he be able to take that? I'm just asking. Can you take it in return? It's easy to say all I'm doing is looking and I told you to look. What if she was to say on the other end, look at this dude, whatever. How would you feel?
Yeah, every time she sees somebody with some great jogging pants on, she's like, ooh, baby.
You know she looking.
Look at that print, baby. You see that?
Yeah, look at it.
And then he ain't working with that.
And now he insecure. So I guess it goes both ways.
Well, my thing is, you gotta wonder how this got started. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't just started looking at chicks' butts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's been something that's been going on for a while. You know what I'm saying? I think it had to be going on for a while. And maybe she let her, because chicks be complimentary, like unlike dudes be complimentary. You know, a girl, I'm pretty sure your wife done said, ooh, look at her, she got a nice body, a nice frame, or something like that. And so maybe he just went too far with it, I'm guessing. You know, I don't know what the brother's thinking. But I think everything should be done with tact. Everything should be done with a little bit of discretion. You know what I'm saying? If you find out that your old lady don't want to hear about somebody else, but you might not want to talk about it. You might want to wear shades when you go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, everybody look at people when they walk by. And I mean, if you see something that look nice, you might take a second glance real quick or something like that. You ain't gonna be disrespectful and try to say, oh baby, look, girl, you see that? Boy, that girl fine as a mother. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't gonna hit right with most women.
Yeah, you asking for trouble.
You get you a woman that I guess you can run over or something like that, you know, have at it, I guess. But that's why we got this letter right here, because it ain't going down with her. Sooner or later, something gonna happen, table's gonna turn, something like that, like LeBron said.
Well, my thing is, I think it comes down to being respectful. I think it's a way you can be respectful about things. And if your old lady don't appreciate you looking at ass in front of her, you know what I'm saying, don't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. I mean, I ain't gonna sit up here and say don't do it now, because I'm gonna be honest, if this lady asking for advice, we gonna look. You know what I'm saying? As much as, you know, women wear these yoga pants, you know what I'm saying, and that thing be bouncing in the wind, it's only natural for you to look, man.
Bouncing in the wind.
You done seen that thing bouncing, your head bouncing with it. Well, you know what I'm saying? You done seen one of them things like that. But it's only natural. It's only natural for you to look, because that's why it's being worn. It's being worn so somebody can look at it. You know what I'm saying? so somebody can admire it. But you got to have a little bit more tact. You can't oogle it. You can't be like, ooh, 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 ooh. You gotta behave.
Yeah, you can't gawk at it.
You can't turn it into lust.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't, what my grandma used to say, don't be gawking at them. You can't gawk at her like that. So you just got to get your look, appreciate it, and keep it pushing to the next time. Live to fight another day.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so that would be the cool thing about, though, you know, if you had a chick who acknowledged the booty along with you. that would be great. That would be great if she acknowledged.
Like I said, everybody look. They bring on a whole nother set of problems. But something that look nice, like take a selfie.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello, I'm still live. What happened to y'all?
We still here.
Okay, my bad. I don't know. Oh, I guess we had a little glitch in the matrix for a second. But yeah,
we back.
I see that's the tricky thing, man. It's how you play that balance, man. You know, because I would hope that my lady, because she can acknowledge a big booty just like I can acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it. You know, just don't drool over. Now, but the lady called and she asked the question. The lady had the question. And so my advice would be to her is, have you discussed it with the dude? Because a lot of times, man, women get mad at shit. They don't even talk to the dude. The dude don't even know why they mad.
Yeah, that's true.
He could have been looking at booties for the past 10 years, thinking it was cool with you, and you ain't never even told him it wasn't cool. So my thing is, you need to go and tell him, you're like, yo, you acknowledging these booties like this is bothering me. You know what I'm saying? And then you work out a plan on, okay, you can look it. Now, you can look, just don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't make it obvious. Because I'm going to be honest with you, he ain't going to stop looking.
No.
We're going to look forever.
Well, apparently she said something. Apparently she said something because she said that he said it ain't cheating. So that discussion had to come up at some point in time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess it did. Yeah. Yeah.
He said he ain't stopping.
He just appreciating the great work of art, man. I mean, not saying it's right or wrong, but she has feelings, and if she feels that way, I guess he ought to try to, you know, find a happy medium.
So my thing is, though, is looking cheating?
No, looking not cheating. But I'm saying if she feel that strongly about it, I mean, but everything else is fine. I'm like, you gotta pick your battles. Like, if that what you gonna get hung up about? I mean, she said he does everything else great. He ain't never gave her no reason to think that he was doing nothing, you know, off to the side or anything like that. But he just appreciates some other bodies, I guess. I mean,
we have
is that what you want to break up about it?
Yeah, Nikki down there. Nikki say no, it's not. He is in a relationship, not blind. He in a relationship, not blind. And I mean, that's how I feel, man. You're right. He in a relationship, he ain't blind.
T. Nesbitt says, you looking. Can you comment? Is that cheating?
You looking, can you comment? Is that cheating?
I don't think commenting is cheating. I don't think cheating is when you go to that act. To me, I mean, to me now, if just looking, man, I know good and well I ain't the only good looking guy here, so I know she looking. As long as you ain't no touching and doing no extra stuff going on,
trying to pursue.
Yeah, trying to pursue it. I guess I'm good. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Nikki say she comment. Nikki say, hell, I comment. So I'm guessing it's okay with Nikki.
Does she comment for other girls or does she comment to guys? Which one, Nikki?
Well, I wouldn't say ooh wee. Now I ain't gonna say ooh wee, T. I ain't saying that now. I might say, dang, bro, you know, to myself. but I'm not gonna verbalize that.
I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna keep it respectful. Like even Sly said, keep it respectful.
I ain't gonna front, man. Sometimes this modern medicine and these modern surgical procedures that these women have done, it make it catch you off guard. You be, oh, whoa, god damn.
Yeah, but you gotta control it.
Realize what you done say.
Yeah, but you gotta control it. Nikki say, I've said, damn, babe, you see that ass on her? So I guess it's just a preference, man. You know, we getting mixed reviews. It's a preference. How long can you look?
I mean, I don't feel like
Ooh,
you need to say anything.
That's a good question right there. How long can you look?
It's a glance. It's a glance, man. It's got to be respectful and with tact. You know, it's got to be done decently and in order. You can't just sit there and turn around and to the point you running into people, hitting stuff. You get a good look, man. You got to move on. You know, one more coming. It's like a bus. That one passed. Here comes one more.
That's kind of creepy anyway. If you're just sitting there staring at somebody walking down the street.
Real.
You know? I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, that's
Get
too
your
much.
stuff together, bro.
That's too much. That's too much.
Nikki say with the dude, I'll say he's handsome. My husband has no problem with that. I'm not trying to grab body parts and be happy. Yeah, you might go to jail for that one. you might go to jail for that one.
I ain't gonna lie. I done been with a chick and she done said dudes was handsome. At first it took me a little while. I was like, hold on now. Don't make me. But no, then I had to come to my senses. You know, because we all know that one person that go too far.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to do that.
You don't want to be that dude.
Go too far. Don't want to be that dude. But I guess
that.
as long as it's done with respect, man, I'm okay with it. Now when you get disrespectful and cross that line to where now you going and doing too much, that's my problem. Just do it with respect.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it, but do it with respect because I know I look.
Yeah, like I said, you can look, but I mean, you ain't got to comment on that. I mean, what good is that doing to anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna make your girl be like, ooh, when we get home, I'm finna put it on. And definitely ain't gonna do that because she like, you looking at another girl. You know what I'm saying? So leave that stuff alone.
Well, you know what? You brought up an interesting topic right there, Chance. The kind of sidetrack. You brought up an interesting topic. You say when you go home, you know, she might rev you up. Check this out, man. When you having sex with your woman, are you always picturing your woman in your head? Don't answer that.
Wait a minute. Now, hold on.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Nobody's gonna answer that. Nobody's touching that on the show today. Not today.
Got to.
I can be honest. I done been having sex with Niecy Nash for the past 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's like what Tanisha said. That's like going to the strip club.
Yeah, I was about to say that myself. I said, so you guys, I know, have at one point in your life have been to a strip club before. Then when you go home, you like, all right, baby, finna put it on you. Incorrect or correct? Am I wrong?
Hey, Sly. Tasha Jones said, well, Niecy Nash don't want your kind.
Yeah, I see that. I cried when I saw that weird announcement. Boy, I was hurt.
You was hurt. You was hurt on the show for a while.
I was hurt for a while over that one, boy. That would hurt. But yeah, man, the thing is though, man, it's I don't know if it's not, and this is to the young lady who wrote the question, man. It's not disrespectful. I don't think it's disrespectful for him to look. I think it's and Tanisha brought up the line, what is disrespect? How far is too far? That's the $1 million question. And I think that's when it comes down to knowing your partner. You know your partner, you know who you're with. Some girls are a little bit, more bolder than other girls. And if you see a girl with a big butt, she'll point it out. She'll point it out to you. Women are more secure with themselves. They'll point it out. Some women are not as secure with themselves. they don't want you to look at a big butt. You know?
Yeah.
They don't want you to look at a big butt. So I think a lot of it has to do with who's a little bit, I guess, more secure with themselves, maybe. That might be the word I'm looking for.
Well, yeah, it's all about your relationship. Like, if you trust each other, you know that, ain't nothing going down. That's one thing. But if you know that your dude or your girl has a tendency to step out or do some other stuff, and you see her looking or him looking, you like, all right, now Thang, what you looking at? Because, you don't trust them all the way, I guess. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different scenarios that can go down.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways to take that, because like she said, she don't have the package that he's looking at. So in her mind, she may be thinking, I'm not his type, or he may want that, and eventually he's gonna go towards that. So you have to look at it from her point of view too.
Hey man,
hey, my wife.
Tanisha said, tell him what happened in Miami. What happened in Miami, Chad?
Yeah, so all right. Yeah, I just saw that too. So we went to Miami. We was going to the Bahamas on a cruise, and we spent one night in Miami, right on Miami Beach. And so we went out to the beach. We sitting there laying our little cots on the sand. I think it was 2 girls and 2 dudes out there. And the girls was completely naked on the beach, completely naked, like no shoes, no socks, nothing. I'm talking about butt naked. And it's like, how do you not, look at that? You know what I mean? I wasn't like staring, but I was like, it's these naked girls on the beach. I mean, how you not look at that? I mean, but she was cool with it. She understood. She like, I mean, I had to take a little peek too. I mean, you see somebody naked, you don't see that anywhere I lived anywhere. Anyway. But I was like, you in Miami, you can legal. I don't know if it was legal or not, but that's what they were doing. They were just no clothes on. It wasn't like it was a nude beach or something like that. But I mean, anybody would look at that. I mean, how could you not? You know what I mean? It was like amazing to me that this was happening.
Did you stare at it though, Chance, or did you just give it like a little side eye?
I looked at it. I mean, probably a couple times, but I mean, I wouldn't like, oh my God, let me go run over there and not like that. I was there with my baby. We just finna go kick it. You know what I'm saying? But that was just one of them experiences that you like. That was the one and only time I ever had that type of experience. So I mean, that's like one of a lifetime crazy thing.
And the only reason you took a second look was just to make sure was sure what you saw the first time, right? You had to make sure it was what it was.
Yeah, I mean, but if they sitting there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I mean, you can't I'm just looking at this side of the beach, you know what I'm saying? If they over there, you see them. But I mean, they get normalized after a while. You just like, all right, there's some girls over there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what it is.
So what's the answer?
I didn't stare at it, but I mean, they was in the vicinity, so you had to look at it.
I'm talking about to the letter, Chance. What's the answer?
I think for her thing, it's about respect, man. Just tell your man to make sure he respects you. Tell your man to make sure he respects you and not to go overboard. You know what I'm saying? It depends on her personal feelings. As long as she knows that her man is doing right by her and being the best man that he can be, shut up and let him get a look. You know what I'm saying? Shut up and let him get a little look. That's all. Ain't nothing but a little look. Little look ain't hurt nobody.
Y'all need to look together like Erica said. Erica said, if you looking, I'm looking too. We looking together.
Hold on. I got a problem right there. Natasha Jones said, if you gotta tell them there's a problem. Women give men too much credit, man. Women think we know a whole lot more than we know. A lot of stuff we just don't know.
Mm-hmm. Not until we're told.
And you holding it against us, we getting in trouble over some shit we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So y'all give us a little bit too much credit, man. Maybe the dude didn't know that looking at this chick was a bad thing.
And I mean, that's a problem in a lot of relationships right now. You think somebody's supposed to know something, but you got to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with my job right now, you can't never communicate too much. You know what I mean? We just assume like just think about this. When I was a coach, you know, you have players on the team or whatever, you had to tell them what to do, all this stuff. You expect that with kids, you know what I mean? But when you get with grown people, you always be like, they should know better than that. But they don't, man. You got to tell them all the time. You got to remind them all the time to do the right thing sometimes. That's just how it is. And that goes with any relationship, any person, any kind of thing that you got going on in life.
But you can't assume what somebody knows.
Yeah, you got to talk.
Or
you got to
what somebody
communicate.
like. That's why you got to communicate. I mean, I don't know until I'm told. I mean, I'm not, like you said, I'm not trying to go over there and grab it or move towards it or do none of that. But you know, a look. I mean, what does a look hurt? Explain that, Tasha Jones.
A look ain't never hurt nobody.
Never.
She said the look. She said the behavior that follows looking.
But there's no behavior. We look at it and keep moving.
It's like so you watching TV and it's a sex scene, you're supposed to look away, supposed to fast forward through that joint or something. You know what I'm saying? When somebody got the titties out or something like that. You go look, that's part of the TV. That is the same thing out in the world.
Man.
Looking hurt nothing. So I guess that's the advice. I mean, you know, the young lady who wrote the letter to us, man, the advice is we don't think your boy ain't doing, we don't think your husband doing nothing wrong.
Hey, making no eye contact.
T said, as long as there ain't no eye contact, I'm good.
Hey, that eye contact changed everything while you playing, man. But that eye contact different, boy. You lock eyes now. I'm with you on that, T. Don't be locking eyes.
I got you, boo.
Don't worry. You trying something there.
You let me around the corner. Let me get that number.
Hey, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back, baby. And now, T, that milk town that came out of, and now you wondering why. You looking stupid. Well, why she did that?
She ain't got to worry about nothing.
I know that's right, big dog.
But yeah, so I guess that's where we stand, man. And, you know, young lady who wrote the letter, looking is not a bad thing. It's the act that comes after the looking, which is the problem. And you need to tell your man, because she never said if he did anything afterwards. He looked. We pissing together.
We gotta go to the bathroom together. Same bathroom, same style.
Yeah, she never said that he did anything afterwards. So
right.
If your man just looking, and in the letter, she states early on in the letter that the brother takes care of everything that needs to be taken care of. He's a great husband.
As well as a great boyfriend now. So you got to get that man them 8 years too.
Yep.
He was great during that time. So he never had a problem with it.
Yep.
So look ain't doing nothing, man. It's like you say, he ain't doing nothing crazy out here.
Let that man look.
Y'all still staying. He was that great boyfriend for 8 years though.
It don't matter. He was great.
It take 8 years for you to figure out he was a great boyfriend.
Hey man,
that's another subject.
Well,
he might have had to get his credit together before he could get married. So you know what I'm saying?
Everybody mature at different points, Chance. Cut it out.
Exactly. But he there now though. They married now, so that's what matters.
Everybody ain't get married at 16.
You need to cut it.
Exactly. Check this out, man. We move on to the next thing. Brian, you got a letter?
Yeah, man. I got one, man. And it's talking about kind of still relationship related, man. But this time they're already married for a while, and we're going to talk about some finances. So listen up, everybody. My husband works, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. He's the most unselfish person I know. I handle all the finances, and he has never said or acted like it was all his money or I wasn't a part of it. Anyway, he is upset with me because he found out I had a bank account he knew nothing about. I've been making money online and keeping it from him. He said that is his problem. He says that his problem is not that I have been making money online, but I kept it from him in the event of a divorce someday. He said that women keeping a stash of hidden money in case the marriage fails is like a man keeping a side chick in case the marriage fails, and we both need to be all in or nothing. My mom raised me to have a secret stash that my husband doesn't know about. Is this wrong? Is my husband right?
She
Yeah,
did wrong.
if you're in a relationship, you don't hide no money. I mean, yeah, like she said, it's all their money. So I mean, y'all make that money together. I mean, why would you hide it? I mean, she said her mama raised it that way, so I wonder if the mama married. I wonder how she been married multiple times and broke up or whatever. What issues the mama got that she would teach her daughter to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
why bless the wedding and the marriage if you're gonna tell your wife to do that?
Yeah, I think keeping the secret money is a problem, man. You know, if you marry, you're supposed to be an open book, man. Both of y'all are supposed to be on the same page, financially, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff. Y'all supposed to be on the same page. And if you want to make money on the side, and like she said, I guess in the letter she said her man makes the money to support the family, and she's a housewife. But being a housewife, you know, I guess she got extra time on her hands, so she got a side gig. Now that's great to have a side gig, but truth be told, that's money her side gig could be paying for vacations. You know what I'm saying? Could be paying for a new car or something like that. You know, if her husband handling all the bills and stuff like that, that side gig could be paying for other stuff. So therefore, you just sit that money to the side. That's just being real selfish. And how long she gonna sit the shit to the side? What if she sit it to the side and they still married at 75? You know what I'm saying? It's 75 years old. Her side gig, she done booked up $300,000 in her side gig. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I feel like that's cheating. If I'm out here working and providing you with a good life and taking care of everything to where you don't have to work, and now you hiding money from me, now that opens up my mind to think, what else she hiding while I'm at work? What else is she doing? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? How else is she making this money? And what is she doing with this money? Is she giving it to her little side dude, or is she planning? Yeah, is she planning to do X, Y, and Z? I don't know. So it makes me give you the side eye and not be able to trust you. And I'm gonna tell you to go get a job.
Because I mean, apparently he's not hiding any money. You know, it's their money. So why she can't show the same respect? You know what I'm saying? Like you say, ain't nobody saying don't go make no money. We love that. That's good if you do that. I mean, don't act like what I remember. I think my dad said this one time. He was like, "My money is our money, and her money is her money." But I mean, that's cool. But just don't make me think you broke, and I'm give you all this money and stuff like that, and you sitting over there on the back row, and we out here struggling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. If I'm out here working my ass off, busting my ass, and I got to make sure everything is taken care of, you got to take care of something. You out here stashing money away? Nah, because what it comes down to, stashing that money away is not necessarily stashing away in case he leaves. That could be interpreted as stashing away so you can get away.
Can leave.
Yeah. So she can leave. So that's what that can be interpreted as, you know, coming from that husband point of view. And I understand why the dude mad. So, you know, lady who wrote this letter, hey, man, go and open up the books. Let them know what you got. Let them know you got some money over here. You've been working. And here go the crazy thing about it. If she probably would have told this dude, hey, I'm making a little bit of cash on the side. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm pulling in. If he probably wouldn't even say, hey, baby, give me half of that money. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have said, because if he paying all the bills and don't have no problem taking care of the household, he don't need your money. He don't need your side money. You know what I'm saying? He don't need it.
The crazy thing is, a woman coming and telling a man that she making money, as long as it ain't in an inappropriate way, we good with that. We love women that got ambition and hustle and drive and all that. But the thing is, why hide it? What we doing here?
Look at
What we
Natasha.
doing here?
Natasha said, "Is it hiding if there's no interest from the other party? What if I had some pussy on the side? My girl, she ain't interested in pussy, but can I have some pussy on the side? Does it work like that? Hell yeah, it's hiding. If you're not telling somebody about something, it's hiding. Come on, it's hiding. You ain't telling somebody.
Deception is a lie. Deception is a lie. Deception is a lie. Even if you ain't telling a complete lie, deception is a lie. So, yeah, you can't be hiding money out here. You can't. You cannot. You cannot. Because if we get to hiding stuff, y'all gonna get your panties in a wad, and there's gonna be a problem around that house. So yes, hiding is a problem. It's a problem all the way around, even if it's just money.
Yeah, I'm saying
There wasn't no pointed question. There wasn't no pointed question, Tasha. You want to get some.
Go ahead. Like you said, Sly. I mean, if he taking care of everything, he don't need her money. I mean, so why are you hiding it? I mean, you spend your money the way you want, but I mean, don't secretly do it. I mean, what kind of stuff is that?
Secrets ruin marriages, man. You can't be out here hiding stuff, man. You can't.
Look at Tanisha said, "Coochie and money is not the same." Well,
the same principle.
Well, yes, it is. It's one and the same because coochie can bring money.
Exactly, and money bring coochie.
Yes, sir. It's vice versa. Exactly. They one and the same.
They one and the same.
We all know it, and we all know it.
They usually around one another. If they ain't the same, they always around one another.
And what you say, a close vicinity. Yeah, a close vicinity.
Man,
yes, sir.
Natasha said, there's a simple answer to most of this. Most people ask for validation, not asking for advice. And I think that's what she was. I think this letter, she was asking for validation. She wanted us to validate the point of her having the money on the side. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't what you're gonna get from her. We gonna give you the real. Oh, shut the fuck up. Two fools and change, whatever.
Two fools and a change. God dog.
Hey, we're gonna change the name of the show, baby. That's it right
there. You'll be out before we do that.
Hey, we ain't got enough votes to get me out.
Yeah, all we need is 2 men.
I get 2 votes.
We need 2 votes. You go.
Yeah, remember I get the final vote.
Hey, and you know
our tiebreaker.
Hey, and you know who steps up when the president is not? It's the air vice president.
But yeah, man, you know, like Natasha said, she was asking for validation, man, and we ain't gonna give you validation on this one.
Not today.
We ain't.
Hey, Sly, what you say? Some things you might like, some things you
might not like.
You might not like, man, and this one of them things you might not like. You know, her husband is right. The final, let's pull up this thing right here. The final question on it was, is my husband right or what? Nah, your husband is right. You dead wrong. Is this wrong? Is my husband right? Yeah, your husband right. You ain't supposed to keep no secret stash.
The fact that you wrote this letter mean you know you ain't right.
Exactly. The fact you wrote it, that means you know you ain't right.
That's that validation Tasha talking about.
So hopefully your husband don't put you out. So here go your money. Go and get you your own apartment. You good?
Or, you know, the opposite end of that, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
He might get to the physical with it.
The physicality might come into play.
No, don't do it.
We don't need
that. Call one. Hey, tell them to call one of us. We'll talk you off the ledge.
We're talking about the ledge. Hey, go and plug this into the charger for me right here, man. Plug that in the charger right there.
Daddy daycare.
Now, he wants you to think that's his son, but that's his boyfriend, really.
Whatever.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Nah, I was just
Come
messing
on,
with you.
man. Come
You
on.
know, I'm just playing.
You know we love you. You know we love you.
Yeah, shit. Hey.
You're like, all right, bro.
Man, so hopefully we done answered this lady question, man. Where we at next, man? Are we at the where we at next?
We speaking of wives, we're gonna go to someone who has had several husbands and been a wife 2 or 3 times. We're gonna talk about Kim Kardashian. Kimmy Kardashian.
Okay, Kim Kardashian and the family, I'm not sure if it was her, but the whole Kardashian family, they went to Disney World last week, and people were upset because they cut the lines at Disney World in order to go first, so they didn't have to wait in any of their lines, and people were upset with that. Chance, you're a family man. You guys are a big family. I don't know when the last time you've been to Disney World, but how did you feel? Or you saw Kim K screaming by you in the line, cutting the line to get on the ride at Disney World?
As long as she had to pay for it.
Yeah.
If she got special treatment, then I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be walking right behind her next in line. But I mean, they got that stuff at Disney World where you pay with a little pass or whatever. You can go first in line, skip the line. So that's what they did. No problem with that. Everybody else didn't pay that fee. But if she just cut in line because she thinks she Kim Kardashian, now we're gonna have a problem. And I'm surprised that nobody step up at Disney World. They just wait till it was all over with and blog about it or whatever. I was like, you need to handle that right then and there.
Well, the thing about Disney World, though, man, we went to Disney World a couple of years ago with Cam. I took Cam to Disney World. And with Disney World, honestly, it's whatever you pay for. You know what I'm saying? You can get we paid and got the little personal tour guide, and they give you a little personal tour guide to go with you, and then you can skip to the front of the lines. You can skip to the front of the lines, and you can ride the line. But the thing is, now we did it for a 4-hour package, right? Now you can do it for all day. You can buy the package for all day and skip the line. So I'm pretty sure, man, if I can afford it, I'm pretty sure Kim K can afford it. She can get the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about Disney World, we did that the first day, but then the second day, Disney World got a skip the line package too. That's a lot cheaper, but the way it's set up, you can pick out 2 rides and for 2-hour periods. You can pick out 2 rides, and then you can skip to the front of the line with those 2 rides. But it's not every ride in the park, and you got to change up. You got to pick a new ride every 2 hours or something like that. That one kind of sucked, but yeah, man, I got a problem with that. Now, if she shut down the ride and she was the only person on the ride, and they rolled around 2-3 times or whatever, yeah, then I'll be mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Man, she should do what every other star do. Just shut the park down for a day. Because she got the money.
Shut down Disney World for a day.
I don't know what. I won't speak too fast. Somebody shut down one of them big theme parks for the day, and they family came in and had the park to themselves. I don't know which one it was, but
I think that was a comedy when Kevin Hart was talking about D Wade did that.
No, it wasn't no comedy. This was real.
Yeah, it wasn't one of his stand-up specials. Kevin Hart talking about.
Well, I don't watch it, so that wasn't where I got it from.
But it was D Wade, though. D Wade shut down Six Flags, I think, and he shut down for the morning. He shut it down for the morning for a birthday party. No, it wasn't D Wade. It was somebody else. I don't think it was D Wade. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? If you pay for it, I ain't got no problem with that, man, with skipping the line. But I do have a problem if they shut down the ride. You know, they went and they was the only people who could get on the ride. Then I'll have a problem with it. I'll have a big problem with it then. But the thing is, you having a problem with it, you can have a problem with it, but what the fuck that means?
Yeah. No.
What you gonna do about it?
You just mad. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
All you gonna be is just mad.
She said she'll go North Memphis on her, or Memphis on her, and straight roast her. What are you gonna roast Kim K about? She cutting you. You ain't gonna be able to go live for long because she gonna be past you.
Yeah.
Privileges of the rich, right?
Yep.
You gonna be in the back of the line, it's going live, and she all the way on the ride. They don't even know who you roasted.
No.
People on Facebook don't even know who you roasted. So
You'll be like, Kim K, where she see Kim K at?
yeah.
she done got out the ride and gone.
Yeah, she already gone. And she wrote it 3 times.
You know, so some people got that privilege. It ain't fair, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. You just got to take it and move on. Take it and move on, man. Well, check this, man. We done figured this one out. Let's get into this one thing right here, man. This quick thing right here. What would you do? What would you do? We're trying to find, where is that? Man, we can't find it, man. Hold on, man. We gotta find our producer. He ain't doing what he's supposed to do, man.
Yeah, he getting a check for nothing, man.
All right, here we go. The house is burning. Take 2. Number 1 is Bay. Number 2 is mother. Number 3, your child.
Number 2 is mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
No, because ain't nobody gonna pick mother-in-law. Number 4 is 20 million. So 1 is Bay, 2 is mother, 3 is your child, 4 is 20 million. What you gonna do? You can take 2 of them. You can take 2 of them. Which 2 you taking?
Now you did say mother or mother-in-law?
Mother. Ain't nobody gonna choose them. That ain't even no legit answer. You know that.
You don't know, Sly. You don't know. You can't speak for everybody.
Hey,
I'm not right.
Hey, my ex-mother-in-law was a great woman, but nah, she wouldn't make that cut.
And those impossible questions, but you know,
No.
you gotta say your kid and your wife.
You got to?
No, it said bae. It said bae. And it say wife.
Got to?
Like, so girlfriend?
Bae is just your girlfriend.
Well, that's your wife. You call her wife.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, I'm finna cut to the chase. Y'all beat around the bush, scared. I'm taking my child first, and I'm getting that 20 million.
I'm getting that 20 million.
And we getting out of there.
I'm getting my
Everybody
son
else
and 20 million. Me and my boy, we're gonna be spending the 20 million. You know?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll be spending 19.5 million. I give him 500,000. Hey, man, you got to be kidding me.
That's because y'all ain't married.
Yeah, that's true. You got to go to sleep tonight.
No. If you had a wife, though, you're not gonna do that.
Well, if I had a wife, it would be
wife and a kid, dude.
I ain't let my mama burn. I'm taking my mama and my child. I'm taking my mama.
That's why I said it's an impossible question.
Hey,
no, well, it's impossible for you.
It's possible.
I do what I do.
It's possible. I love my mama. She done lived the full life. She'll want me to have that 20 million.
See, T agreed with us. T said, babe, take the kids and the 20 mil. I'll get out. She'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Just because you saved them don't mean that the others ain't gonna get out.
Yeah, it just said, what would you take? What would you make sure?
They would get out on their own. But I'm good. Wife and kid.
You love your lady. That's what I like about my man Chance. He loves her woman.
That's right. That's right.
So that goes.
Hey, just think about this. So you take the kids and 20 million, and she do get out.
She'll understand.
She gonna be like, dude.
now we have 20 million.
And we gonna live good. Hey, we gonna live good.
She's like, you gonna let me burn up at it.
I'm gonna go and pay for that skin graft surgery. I'm gonna go and pay if they get us some plastic surgery. I'm gonna take care of you.
She could like,
man.
You thought you had it scot-free, didn't you?
Hey, look, I would understand. Man.
So all right, so if it was a woman answering this question and she said the 20 million and the kid, you'd be all right, like, all right, I got it.
Kid.
I'm talking about without you.
We can make some news.
Oh, she's saying that she gonna save them two.
That's what I would tell her.
Leave you in the building.
That's what I would tell her. You got to get me out. You got to get me.
Oh man, no, you can't. Come on, man. You can't say the kids, man.
You
the
got
kids
to get
are first.
Me out.
The kids are first, dog. Once you have kids, they first.
Check this out. Let me ask you a question, man. When you fly your plane, every time you fly a plane, they go through that whole spiel on that plane. I'm saying before that plane take off, before it even crank up, they tell you, put the mask on yourself first. They say put the mask on you first, and then secure the kid. Then, gotta take care of your star player, man. Take care of your star player, your number one player. So, oh well. But we split on that one. Well, Chance said he gonna get the family out. That's why Chance is a good family man.
Role model.
I told Tanisha, man, what I told on that show. I say, since Chan do everything right, you go ahead, Tanisha, go ahead. Let that man go and get a blowjob somewhere.
Come on, Sly. Come on.
Hey, you asking to get Chris Rock right now, man. That's what you asking for.
That's why Sly don't come over here. You know you're gonna get slapped on sight.
On sight. She gonna hit me on sight, dog.
It's gonna be a double slap.
She gonna hit me on sight.
Take a good conversation and just mess it up in the end, ain't it, man? God, see, she already said it. Get slapped. You know she in the comments.
I gotta wait for Tanisha to go out of town before I can go over to Chan's house.
No, he can't go over here.
On site.
We only talk on Zoom.
Can't hang out, can't come to your house, you can't come to mine. I'll see you on Zoom.
Oh Lordy, man, Lordy. Check this out, man. Check this out. We getting close, man. But before we get out of here, man, you know we have to give that Samuel L. Jackson appreciation moment, man. We gotta do it. The greatest actor in the whole world, Samuel L. Jackson. Who was it? Chance don't believe me.
I like Samuel.
Oh, it was me. LeBron don't believe me.
I didn't say I don't believe you.
But
I just said I took Denzel.
Come on,
my guy.
Come on, man. Samuel L. Jackson, the greatest actor of all times. Man, we try to break down one of his roles or one of his characters that he played or give a shout out to one of his characters. We ain't no movie critics. We ain't gonna break down. His character. We ain't no movie critic. But we're gonna talk about Star Wars, man. Samuel L. Jackson, first brother in space, and he was the leader of the Jedis, man. Mace Windu, or Windu. That's his name, Mace Windu? I don't know his name, but Samuel L. Jackson, man. The brother in space.
See, we know Sly nerd here because I ain't watched that movie.
You ain't watched Star Wars?
Nah, not with Samuel L. Jackson, man.
Man, you got to be shitting me, man. You ain't seen like the first,
not with Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Yeah, he was in the little prequels, like Phantom Menace.
He said not with Samuel Jackson. You ain't gonna make him see it, Sly.
Man, go and get my Disney Plus password. Go and check. You got to go and check out them first.
Billy D. Williams was first in the Star Wars series. Natasha.
Yeah. Yeah, technically, Billy D. Williams was the first because they released those movies in 78 and 79 and 80, stuff like that. But the movies that was released in the early 2000s, the Star Wars, they were the prequels. It was chapter 1, you know what I'm saying? It was the early movies. They was actually prequels, but they released them later. And Samuel Jackson was in charge of the Jedis.
But how you talking about Billy D. Williams? You know, he like that Colt 45 works every time. Hey, you know that gave me just some Bill Cosby vibes right there. Tom, would it work every time?
It works every time. Man,
Billy D.
First smooth brother on TV that I knew.
I think I'm a little bit upset though. You ain't watch Star Wars, Jay.
I didn't either.
That's a little disappointing. You ain't watch Star Wars? Yo, what? What type of losers are y'all?
Losers
that
you associate.
You a nerd? Don't mean we got to be a nerd.
Man, that's the greatest movie franchise of all time.
We had better things to do.
Whatever, man.
Just because you look like a Chewbacca don't mean we got to.
Oh, you shouldn't have did that, boy. I'm talking about 20. You and Chewbacca 20.
And Tanisha, that's Jim Beam Apple. We said that in the beginning of the show. Jim Beam Apple is what I'm drinking on. But yeah, man. I understand. Natasha Jones, she good people, man. She watch all Star Wars, man. You know what I'm saying? Good people.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with watching it. We just ain't watching it.
Because y'all losers.
Carry on.
Because y'all losers, man.
I'd rather watch black people films.
We got the same high school record as you.
We ain't got no black people space movies.
Hey, Sly.
Homeboys in outer space.
Hey, closest we got was Snakes on the Plane. It ain't go out of space.
No, you had what was that movie Kevin Hart and Snoop did? Soul Plane? That's about the closest we got.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So I said Snakes on the Plane. Soul Plane, yeah.
Hey, Sly, you say we losers. We got the same high school record as you.
Not
so
really.
You a loser too?
I got a better record than you got.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because y'all had a losing. We had a losing record our 10th grade year.
No,
I never had a. Yes, we did. We was 5 and 6.
We was 6 and 5.
No. We'll talk about that off air, man. Close this thing out.
Hey, man, I know you want to know where we are, man. We are everywhere. Everywhere you want to look at podcasts or listen to podcasts, that's where the Rook 28 podcast is, man. Where are we at, man?
Everywhere. Spotify, YouTube,
Facebook,
Google,
Apple, YouTube,
Anchor, SoundCloud,
Podbay.
Gotta get on that Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram also. Let's get it.
Get it,
all
man.
of them things.
But the best way to see it is on YouTube, so you can see the handsome face of Beezy the Goat.
You see how smooth your brother look over here with the beard, you know what I'm saying? Nice shaved head, you know. What the ladies like.
You ain't got no excuse. Ain't no excuse. Ain't none.
Ain't none.
It's right there. We're everywhere. Everywhere you want to be.
Rip 28 podcast. Oh, yeah, man. Another great episode of the Rip 28 podcast, man. It's a podcast where a few friends say a couple of things that you might like, and we say a couple of things that you might not like, but we keep on talking about them. Chance, El Presidente, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, man, I'm just living life as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? Hey, another work week down the hole. I will say this, man, the year going by fast, man. Appreciate life, man, because it's already middle of April.
Yeah.
It seems like it just started 2022. And shoot, it'll be December before you know it. So man,
yes, sir.
Just do your thing, man. Just live life, take care of your folks, man.
There it is. El Beezy, you got anything to say before we get out of here, Beezy?
Man, I would just like to say, through all the craziness in the midst of all this turmoil in the world and mass shootings we've seen across the United States, even right here in our hometown, we have some great kids out here. So I just want to shout out Ian Myers from Brooklyn Casey High School, BC, in Casey, South Carolina. He just signed a track scholarship to Auburn University, man, and he's a great young man with 4.0 plus GPA. He's great in the community, never causes trouble. It's good to see good kids winning, man. So I want to shout out Ian Myers in the midst of all this craziness. Shout out, peace to you, King.
All right, man. Shout out to that young brother. Shout out to that young brother, man. Well, once again, man, another exciting episode of the RIP 28 podcast, man. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I want to make sure everybody out there knows, man, especially the young brothers new to the dating scene, finding a woman, trying to get with her, trying to make sure she the right one for you. One thing you got to do, pull her in real tight. Check her Adams out there, because she might have something hanging down low between her legs. You don't want to make that mistake. Holla, it's the RIP 28 podcast.
We can't tell if Sly got an Adams up or not.
You stupid, man.